and welcome back. Sorry, I should say. Hello everyone, my name is Welcome. And welcome back to Super Mario 63 No Major Skips Championship 2025. That's right, the year is 2025. Are y'all ready to see another race? We're having today a race in the Losers Bracket Round 2. GamerMate versus Juusto. But don't be confused by the losers bracket, because these runners sure are not losers. They're pretty damn good, I think. I mean, Mate over here is the second place runner. He has a PB of 22.58. That is second place on leaderboards. That's very good. Juusto has a PB of 27.12, so he's a bit lower. I forget the exact placement. Let me check, actually. His exact placement is 14. But to be honest, Juusto is more warmed up. Like, Mate hasn't played the game that much, or almost at all, in the last month. So he might be a bit rusty. There is a possibility that he like really struggles with the game, whereas Juusto is in his best form, and so he can... But I should tell the runners they can allow to go. So yeah, the only way I could see how Juusto could win this is Mate is having like a pretty bad run, like he messes up some big time losses, whereas Juusto pulls off a 26. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely against Juusto's favor, but can't pull it out. I mean, Mate felt intimidated enough by Juusto, so that he actually booted up a stream earlier today to practice some more. We see runners doing their first, like, cleaning up the file, so they should be starting pretty soon. Yep, I can see on the race time they did start right now, which means on the stream is gonna happen in about a minute, I guess. What happened to Juusto's stream? Juusto? Hello, Juusto. Okay, it's just down on SpeedGaming. There we go. Okay, there it is. Okay, looks like he... cleaning up the file, and so should be starting pretty soon. Okay. Hello, Spicy. Yeah, good luck to both of them. Hopefully it's going to be a good race. Might be. The other race I commentated 3 days ago, Juusto versus Nameless, was pretty close. They're relatively close. Like, it was always, like, Juusto was always in the lead, but not by too much. In the end, it was only a difference of, like, 1.5 minutes. If we can have a difference of 1.5 minutes on this race, I think that would be pretty cool. Like, close enough. Okay, there we go. Both runners starting, and again, they are actually already perfectly synced up. I don't even need to do any syncing. How convenient. How's the audio, by the way? Are you able to hear the game and me as well? Well enough? Anyway, both runners now starting in the first area of the game, Tutorial 1, where you learn about the fact that this is a Mario game, and Mario moves, and so you move Mario using the movement options, such as, you know, jumping and diving and spinning and power flood, as you can see. But you can go up pretty high and stuff. Audio of Mate is a bit delayed compared to the game. Yeah, I can hear that as well, but I don't think that's something I can fix. At least it looks like in the accommodator controls, there isn't any setting for me to fix that. So either you will have to just deal with that, or I can try switching to Juusto's audio. Okay, his audio is also delayed. Okay, what's the point? What's the point, actually? We're just switching back to Mate, because he is in the lead after all. Anyway, I guess I will try to talk a little bit today about the tricks they're going for, but not too much. I won't go too into detail. We are on SpeedGaming 3 after all, that lay down, and I am vertical free, so I can be in my zone, I can be myself today, and just talk about, you know, ask you, how are you doing today? How's your I don't know. How's your day been? How's your week been? Happy Tuesday to everybody. Are you looking forward to another beautiful week in this beautiful world? Hello, April. I guess I can say about the game that they are in Bob-on Battlefield at the moment. The first main course. There were 5 shine spies in here, but they will only be getting 3 of them. Because, well, this is no major skips. The point of the category is that you need to collect 32 shine sprites, which is the main collectible of the game, to unlock the final course, and then you go to the final course and beat the game. And in total, there are 64 shine sprites in the game, so you can choose the 32 fastest ones. Now, there's a bit more nuance in that, you know, some areas of the game are only unlocked once you have some number of shines. So you can't directly choose the fastest ones, but, you know, you get how it works. You get the point. It's kind of like 64, kind of. Like 64 70 star, you know. Anyway, Ronald already did quite a few tricks which I didn't mention. I didn't even see, but Juusto is in the lead at the moment. Something happened to Mate, and yeah, he lost about 20 seconds in Bob-on Battlefield, so Juusto has a small lead at the moment, going into Snowman's Land, where you are going to see a pretty cool route. Because in this course they use the wing cap. There's a wing cap in this game which you can use to fly around. Flying is a bit finicky, but you know, it can be fast if you know how to do it. And with the shine sprites they collect in this game, typically when you collect a shine, you know, Mario does his whole shine get animation and then quits out of the course and then you have to re-enter. So that's why we have a very handy trick called Shine Cancel, which Juusto is doing now. There we go, he got it. And you will see it on Mate's screen in just a moment again. Yeah, there we go. So this is a flight Shine Cancel. You fly into a shine, and then you pause on the same frame that you get the shine. And then you unpause and you ground pound out of the pause screen. And that causes the ground pound animation to override the Shine Get animation. So you never go into the shine get animation, so you never get ejected from the course. Now, much more widely used is triple jump shine cancel, which you also just saw Mate do, and you will see many more times on both runner screens. Most of the time, to get a shine cancel, you triple jump into a shine, pause, and then you either ground pound or dive out of it. I should switch audio to Juusto since he's in the lead, actually. Still in the lead even after SL. He's having a pretty good run, isn't he? Wait, wasn't this like a low 4-minute SL exit? That's very, very good for him. Damn. Good job, Juusto. Anyway, they have 8 shine sprites now. They're neck actually, so they'll now be doing the Bowser fight. Mate is doing some weird things there, don't worry about it. It saves 2 seconds. Why we do Bowser 1 so quickly, as soon as we are able to, is because defeating Bowser 1 unlocks the other 2 floods, Rocket Flood and Turbo Flood. And with these floods you can go really fast. And to introduce those floods we have a little tutorial section, Tutorial 2 as it's called. Now I hope Mate is going to go for a cool trick here. He is, okay, good. He's going to use the birds here to try to skip the underwater section, which Juusto is doing on the other screen, and get to the clouds immediately. Look at that, and now he's ahead. Because he did bird skip. It was a pretty slow bird skip to be honest, but he got it. And so he's ahead now. And so in the second room, you get a rocket nozzle, which the way rocket nozzle works, if you played Mario Sunshine you would know. You hold the flood button to charge up a rocket, it charges for half a second, and then it blasts off and you go really high. There's some more tricks with rocket nozzle involved. I'll explain them as we keep going. As for now, both runners are heading into Shifting Sandland. That's crazy movement for Mate. Nice. That's like, and a firsty shine cancel. Okay, well, now that he's in the lead, he's really gonna get in the lead, I guess, isn't he? We will see, actually. There's something coming up in just 2 minutes or 1 minute, which might flip things around. But for now, yeah, Shifting Sandland. Only 3 shine sprites exist in this course, and they're gonna be getting all 3 of them, because all 3 are fast. It's actually a very quick course. You're done with all of it in like 40 seconds, if you're fast. And Mate is fast, so he's already done with it. And that means now he'll be heading into the garden, where he'll be getting the green shine. It's one of these storyline shines in the game, which getting the shine unlocks a part of the castle, which is, the main hub from where you access all the other courses. So you have to do this shine. You have to do it because it unlocks a part of the castle, which you need to progress in the game. This is a pretty slow shine, though. It's an auto-scroll. But even better than that, it's a RNG auto-scroller. As in, the amount of time it takes is random. It depends on whether Kamek decides to throw enemies or bombs. If Kamek throws bombs, that's bad, that loses time. If she throws enemies, that's good. Like, enemies are Goombas and Bob-Bombs, and bombs are Bob-Bombs, but the other type of Bob-Bombs, the ones which you don't have to defeat. These ones don't count, Makes sense, obviously. Anyway, the point is, we just have to pray for them to get lucky. I think Mate so far hasn't been getting that lucky, he's been getting quite a few bombs there. I don't know about Juusto though, if he's any luckier, if he will catch up anytime. Mate missed whatever trick lets you stay in the level after getting a shine. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it was, shine cancel. And I guess now since we are here, I can talk about more major tricks in the run, as Mate is actually done with the auto-scroller. Now we're gonna defeat the big boss and then the big Goomba boss and then finish the fight. I'm gonna switch the audio to him since he's had quite a lot of audio switching. Anyway, other big tricks in the run include double rocket. That's a pretty big one. So remember rocket nozzle? How it blasts you up? And typically you blast up and then you have to wait all the way until you land back on the ground if you want to rocket again. But if you stand on the ground, charge up a rocket, and then pause the game on the same frame that the rocket is finished, then you will, blast up and be able to blast up a second time in the air. So you can get a lot more height, suddenly. I think that's quite useful. And indeed it is. You can even combine it with turbo. Like you can do a double rocket, and then switch to turbo in the air, so that you can use turbo after rocketing, which typically you can't. And then switch from turbo back into rocket to do a double rocket later. Some cool stuff, which we will see throughout the run. Anyway, now they are into a dry world, which actually has no rocket nozzle, or no rocket nozzle that they pick up, so anything of what I said is not relevant. But it does have some pretty cool movement. Pretty difficult movement as well. Not having rocket nozzle means that it's a lot harder to gain height. And the very first shine you get in Wedge Dry World is the top shine, which means, climb to the top. And as we see that, we see Mate already in the other stage, in Hazy Maze Cave, as he misses a shine cancel. No! This lets Juusto catch up a little bit. Let's see if he makes use of that. But in Hazy Maze Cave, also there's 5 shines. We only get 3 of them because only 3 are fast. Actually, there are 4 which are pretty fast, but one of them is just slow enough that it's not worth it. Although in some routes of no major skips, some people do it in their runs. It's a bit safer to do 4 shines in Hazy Maze Cave. Loses a bit of time, but it is safer. Because if you do 4 shines in Hazy Maze Cave, then you don't need to do the red coin shine in Bowser 2. And that one shine, if you miss that shine cancel, is the most punishing shine cancel in the run. It loses like 40 seconds if you miss it. So, especially in tournament settings, people might want to not lose 40 seconds, so they might opt for the 4 shines in Hazy Maze Cave instead. Which lose, I don't know how much, 5 to 10 seconds I'm guessing. Juusto misses the exact same shine cancel, okay. Did anybody just see what happened with the bully? I didn't, no. Did something cool happen? Do you think 7? 7 seconds? Oh, so I was correct. I was just guessing numbers. Okay, it's not that big time loss. And so for tournaments, yeah, it's a pretty sensible option. Anyway, at the moment, Mate is going through some secret courses. Those are tiny courses which only include 1 shine each. So he goes in and out of them very quickly. In fact, he already did all the ones he wanted to do, and he's got 20 shines. So with that, he's able to go to the second Bowser fight. And that's where he will go. And in fact, his route includes getting the red coins. Oh, nice bonk. It's very common to get a bonk at the very beginning there, if you don't do the movement quite correctly at the beginning. And it's always annoying when that happens. But yeah, let's hope he gets the shine cancel. You know, as in any red coin shine, if you played Mario 64, you get 8 red coins, and then at the end you get rewarded with a shine. Oh, and Juusto is doing the 4 shines in HMC routes. The shine he's doing right now is the one that you skip out of if you do Bowser 2 reds, typically. Coming up, there we go. This is the shine. Surely he gets the shine cancel. Nice, he does. Even though he missed both shine cancels. Did you still miss both shine cancels in Hazy Maze Cave? Then maybe he recognized that, okay, he's not able to hit shine cancels, so he definitely shouldn't go for Bowser 2 reds in that case. Because if he misses that one, then, yeah. Let's see, after this shine, is he gonna do any more? I think that's it from Hazy Maze Cave. Yeah, it is. He's done with Hazy Maze Cave now. Oh, what happened to Mate? Did he not get the key? He messed up slightly, I think. Yeah, what do you do in Bowser 2? Usually after the fight, if you do nothing, just, you know, defeat Bowser, there's a pretty long cutscene, which takes a long time to get through. So luckily, you're able to, after the last hit, to jump off the cliff, and then you die, Mario dies, during the cutscene, which makes you skip the cutscene and respawn instead. And since you already got the key, after defeating Bowser, you can just, you know, pause and exit level, and you skip the cutscene. But the timing is kinda weird for whether you're able to press the save button to confirm getting the key. And if you don't get it quite right, the key doesn't save. And I think Mate wasn't sure there if it saved or not. It's not always super clear. Yeah, maybe he failed last throw, but I did see him, you know, like get the last throw and then jump into the cliff and then die and respawn. But then he just went through the text boxes of Bowser 2 and then did the fight again. So yeah, I guess he just wanted to make sure. Not like he's in any danger of losing at the moment, because he's pretty far in the lead. Juusto is only now getting to Bowser 2, and Mate is already in Total Mountain. Struggling with the Silver Star a little bit, but it's fine. Too bad that he did, because there's otherwise a pretty cool strat in this room, where you can skip the cutscene of the shine spawning in if you like keep flying into the Silver Star and then fly into the transition out of the room and then back in. It looks cool, but oh well. It also looks kind of complicated if you've never seen it before, so maybe he skipped out on it just so the viewers of SpeedGaming can understand what's going on, surely. Okay, Juusto is being safe and throwing Bowser a bit closer to the last bomb, just to make sure he gets to the bomb. That should be good for him. He has to sit through the mashing, but I think that got the key. That should have gotten the key. Definitely didn't just miss the 5th silver. No, he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose so he doesn't have to do the weird-looking, complicated trick which the SpeedGaming viewers would see and then click off because they don't get what's going on, right? Right? Can we get a hell yeah for the truth? Can we get a true in the chat? Because I'm only spitting truths. Speaking of truths, currently Mate is another Holy Line Shine, and being Red Shine. Also required because it unlocks a part of the castle. Mainly it unlocks Tippy, the very topmost part of the castle, with TikTok Walk and Rainbow Ride. And this is luckily not an RNG autoscaler. It always takes the same amount of time, with a variance of like 2 to 3 seconds. Oh well. Imagine if Bowser Free wasn't in Tippy? Yeah, then you wouldn't have to do it. Imagine if Bowser Free was just in Lobby. Then you wouldn't have to do Green China either. Man, I wish there was a way to access Bowser Free from the main lobby. Too bad there is no way. Ain't that right? For those of you who don't know, there is a way to access from the main lobby. It's there is a castle shortcut, just intended by the developer, just hidden, not intended to be used for casual playthroughs, but it is there on purpose. And we used it in any percent to go to the last Bowser fight like immediately, and that's why any percent is much shorter than no major skips. But you know, for no major skips, you can't do that because that would be a major skip, obviously. Anyway, Mate is done with Red Shine now, as Yusto is just now starting it. And Red Shine, together with the ending boss fight, takes about 2 minutes. So I guess that means Yusto is about 2 minutes behind. Which, to be fair, given that their PBs are over 4 minutes apart, he's holding up alright. Though I don't think he's on PB pace anymore. Especially since he missed several shine cancels. Either way, Mate is now in Tippy, so he's going to do some things with the Flood, which I won't even explain at this point because I'm too far in the run and I don't think it's worth it to explain anymore. But yeah, he's in Tick-Tock Log now, getting some quick shines. This is a pretty difficult shine cancel because you have like very little ground from which you can triple jump, so the spacing is quite tight, but he gets it easily because he's pretty good at the game. He's alright at the game, to be fair. I think so. Do you think Mate is alright at the game? He is currently on pace to win this race and advance the losers bracket round 3, where if he does, he's gonna face off... Let me check whom. He would face off... I don't know yet. There's gonna be a match later of Soic versus Tomothy, and he faces the loser of that match. Now, Soic versus Tomothy, they're taking a while to schedule their match. And I want them to schedule their match because the winner of that match plays against me. That's why, by the way, I'm still in the winner's bracket. And whenever I face off them, it's going to be the winners finals, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be the winners finals with whoever I'm racing. And whoever Mate races, or I shouldn't say yet because Mate hasn't won yet. Yuso can still make a comeback potentially. But yeah, there's more rounds in the losers bracket. There's still quite a lot more left to play down there. As Mate is so far moving pretty nicely through Rainbow Ride, getting some of the last shines, getting the last shine cancel in the run very clean. Firsty as well. Firsty means that he only took one pause to get the shine cancel, if you don't know. Maybe one day you'll get to play your match. Yeah, maybe. Oh, your match is still so long away. You still have to wait 2 more matches, wow. That's tough for you. EOS fail? Ah. It's fine, doesn't lose too much time in this case. It basically means you do almost exactly any percent from here on. Anyway, yeah, Mate now has 32 shine sprites, so with that he's going to go into the last Bowser course and face off against the big, scary Bowser and defeat Bowser and save the Mushroom Kingdom and win, yeah. As Yusto right now is just now entering Tick-Tock Log. And now you can see the struggles of this shine cancel. Had to do an extra setup to get the spacing quite right. You never expect to see a childhood Flash game on here. What can I say? The year is 2025. As you can see in the bottom right corner, it says 2025. And we are playing Super Mario 63, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, Juusto was finishing up, and is now Rainbow Ride. Meanwhile, Mate is, well, if you've ever played this game, you know that you typically shouldn't have floods right here. Like, what Mate is doing is kind of weird. That's because he entered... Before he entered the last Bowser stage, he went out of his way in the castle grounds to grab Rocket and Turbo Flood. And so they preserve into the course, into the Bowser stage. And with that, he's able to go through the course like a lot faster than he should. And is able to skip a lot of stuff. Because you're not supposed to have Rocket there. Which means there's quite a few places where, you know, the game wants you to gain height in difficult ways. But instead you can gain height by just rocketing, which is much faster. So with that, Mate is already in the fake Bowser fight. It's called fake Bowser because it's fake. It's not a real Bowser. It's another auto-scroller. Not too long, only about 1 minute long. And after it, we're... Did he do double minute, by the way? I think he did double minute. Any double minute fans in the chat? I'm a big fan of double minute. The double minute for the fans. I hope Juusto does it as well. Did you see how many fireballs he got on the first minute? He got 5 on the second one, which is not the luckiest. He lost time on it, but it's fine. Losing time is fine if you do it for the double minute fans. Oh, you're still going back to grab hover nozzles so he can have more water. You didn't? Oh man. Okay, well, Mate done with the fake Bowser now. So time to go to space. That was a cool damage boost. And go to the actual real Bowser fight. Struggling a little bit, but it's fine. He's just trying to make the race a bit closer. Here, by the way, you're also not supposed to have all floods. You're also not supposed to have rockets. So you're also like chasing everything. Like you may see there's a lot of different platforms which you should be using. If you only have hover, which you're only supposed to have hover. But he has rocket. Fun fact, on the later versions of the game, they're playing on the original release of the game, but on the later versions they patched the fact that you can use floods in space, and instead you can only use hover, even if you snuck all the floods into the Bowser stage. They take them away in space and you only have hover. That's primarily why the original 2009 release is faster, and so we use it for speedruns. Anyway, he did the actual real Bowser fight now, so Bowser's defeated, and now the meteor of ultimate destruction is approaching the castle, and everything is crumbling, and Orb of Power is out of control. You know, lore. I didn't talk about lore, but there's lore in this game, and there's a story, you know, pretty cool. There's a toad shouting Obama. That's also critical to the story. But with that, Mate is going into the escape sequence, the last part of the game. Once he's done with these 3 rooms of the game, he's done with the run. Here, by the way, you're also not supposed to have floods, obviously. But we also have floods, obviously. And last room, and bam! There we go. 25-21 is the final time. GG to Mate. He wins this one. Lore is rather expected from Mario games. And for many 2D Mario games, the lore is pretty minimal. Nah. Okay, Mate. Yeah, of course, Mate, of course. Mate, resize your game. We can only see the... we can't see the whole game. Alright, who up here activating their transport? I'm activating my transport. Alright, we are switching to Juusto's audio for this one. Sorry, Mate. Yeah, Juusto is gonna finish up the run, mostly doing the same things as what you saw, you know, on Mate's screen, because it's the same run. But Mate is currently playing this game. This is his current speed game. He just started playing it a couple days ago. Still getting better at it. I think he's having fun with it so far. And yeah, I guess that's why he wanted to showcase it. Oh, he's back to 63. What? Mate, what are you doing? Why are you not playing Toxic 2? Free fireball on the double manip? Yo! Actually, you still won in my heart. He's the winner. Can I declare him the winner? Can I cancel the win of Mate? That was a real frustrating one. It did look like you made some silly things in that run, sure. But even with that, even with all of that happening, you somehow still got a mid-25. Still easily enough to win. At least this match. The next match might be a bit closer. Because your next match is against Napster, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's against either Sovic or Tomothy. Well, that's still going to be closer. Because Sovic has a PB of 25.59, I think? And Tomothy has a PB of 25.21. Exactly what you got. So if Tomothy equals his PB and you equal this one, we got a tied run. We got a tied race, and then you have to do a tiebreaker of Beta Quest 10 shines. Okay, Mati, around. You have your next match in 2026? Yeah. I mean, I also haven't had my match in a long time. I'm waiting for Soic and Tomothy to do their match, but they haven't done their match in so long now. I might have to nudge them a bit, tell them to like, yo, schedule your match, do the thing. As used to by the item through Bowser. Unfortunate. This is gonna sadly cost him the race. Unfortunate, Yusto could have won, but then he died in True Bowser and he lost. Can't believe it. Should still be a sub 30, pretty comfortably. As long as escape isn't a disaster. Y'all don't know what happened in some cases? Yeah, I guess I don't know what happened in some cases. I just saw that you missed some shot cancels, had a pretty silly space, had a pretty silly escape, had a kind of silly Bowser free as well. But you did have a pretty clean TTC, which proves my point that TTC is easy. And you had a pretty bad TTM, which proves my point that TTM is hard. So, maybe I'm correct. Those are fine. What happened in mid-game was not fine. Did you know, by the way, Mate, that Yusto was ahead out of early game? Out of SL? He had a really good early game. And I think the only bad thing that happened to you is one missed shot cancel, which lost about 20 seconds. But otherwise... Oh yeah, Yusto finished the run. 29:30. Yay. TTM1 was part of frustration, you'll tell me? Okay. You'll tell me in the interview, right? I should invite you over to the interview so we can talk about the run and stuff. Let me get a link. There we go. Send one for Mate, and here's one for Yusto. If either of them want to join, GG to Yusto. Hello, Mate.
I don't. Oh my god, this was. I hope I'm not gonna live through this race ever again. That was very annoying, actually.
What was so annoying?
Okay, so the early game was fine because that was on me. The try guess on miss, obviously. The HMC cage one was funny because, in my opinion, is probably the easiest shrine cancel for me. And yeah, that was just weird. But then after that, so first of all, I picked up hover and TC by accident in Foam's Castle. I don't think I've ever done that. So for all of you B2 hoverfall, shoutouts to you guys. I guess. That was a pain. And then for the Bowser 2 fight, at the moment when I died for cutscene skip, that was one of the programs on my PC that just popped out of nowhere and covered like half of my screen, including the entire game, so I couldn't press the skip button. And I was not sure about the ruling that we made on if what happens if we miss B2 key. So I was just, okay, I'm just gonna redo the fight and just, gonna play it safe. And I did end up getting the key second time, so that was cool. And then I go to TTM, and then when I start flying from Silver 4 to like Silver 5, I don't think it showed on stream because it didn't show on OBS. I get a 1 second lag, like just a full-on game freeze. And I just kind of missed the silver because of that. So that was also very frustrating. And then, yeah, from there I was just completely thrown off. That's why endgame was.
To you, I'm able to miss the 5th silver even without a 1 second lag spike.
Yep. So that was very annoying. I hope that I don't have to like live through this again, and maybe next race will be better. I did one no reset before this race, and that ended up being a 23:57.
Yeah, I saw you got a 23. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that was.
And yeah, for the ruling for Bowser 2, is that I think we agreed that we don't care about it. Even if you don't save the key, it's fine. We just keep going.
Alright. I guess that would be useful information. So thanks.
Anyway, hello Juusto.
What was Juusto's?
Congrats.
Hello, Juusto. What was your run like? I have like no idea.
Well, it was my second fastest SL exit. It was 6 seconds behind my best.
Yeah, your SL exit was pretty damn good. You were ahead of Mate.
Yeah, I know. I had the stream open.
Okay.
But then I missed the shine cancel in SSL and both shine cancels in HMC, and after that the run wasn't that great.
Shoutouts to SSL. That was like my only good stage in my run, by the way. I think I had like a pretty clean outside, like a no mistake one.
Juusto?
Ending was goofy.
Juusto, after you missed the lake shine cancel, why didn't you go for toxic shine?
What do you mean? Did I not do it?
Wait, did you do it?
I feel like I did do a toxic shine.
Oh, okay. I wasn't watching. Sorry, I just got here.
Oh yeah, I think Juusto, do you do 4 shines? You might have just went back to secret and then do toxic actually.
Yeah, I do 4 shines.
I saw that he did secret at the end as the last shine because he quit game after it.
Oh yeah, technically, I think for everyone who uses like the 4 shine route, this might be useful info. It doesn't happen too often, but if after secret you accidentally quit game, you don't have to exit and do the toxic shine. You can actually just go on, do the secrets, do B2 red, and do toxic after like 1 exit level. Because since that is an extra shine, that doesn't count towards the 20 that's needed for B2. And that saves quite a bit of time if you accidentally quit game after secret.
I guess what I wanted to say with Spicy's message, I guess in some way both of you in this race did toxic.
I did toxic, yeah.
Yeah, you did toxic. Why did you stop playing it?
Because I wanted to throw the meme on the screen. So the thing about toxic is that I mean I technically could have, but the thing is, with toxic I started playing on the test version, and I didn't want to like I'm still in the learning phase. I can still like do a bunch of mistakes and still get away. I didn't want the risk of accidentally getting a run that could have been close to PB. If I just started doing stages, maybe I should have just repeatedly done 9 or something. But yeah. Next time I will bring on AKR2 and then I will just do a complete run of that. It's only 4 minutes anyways.
This one you won by 4 minutes, so that's enough time until the other person finishes.
Soik last time like mastered what 26, like close to near PB in a race. Like
I mean, to be fair, you're probably gonna face Timothy.
I'm probably gonna face Timothy. Yeah.
But yeah, probably I'm guessing Timothy is also gonna get a decent run.
Timothy is just a gamble. He will either just cook or absolutely mold, probably.
Maybe he will have learned some task strats and get a 21 accidentally.
He will just pull up the task against me.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just win by RTA timing.
Of course.
If task player lags enough.
Is that exactly why you use live split?
No, I don't think so. Actually, on live split. I'm comparing against my all of my completed runs average, which in this case was 24:15. So yeah. So I like seeing my my race run like compared to what I usually get on the no reset, which is like a low 24, and now we got a low 25, like mid 25, I guess. It's like I'm a bit over a minute behind that on my splits.
Yeah, you might have to make up for that in the next race.
Yeah, Timothy just ties PB and then I'm cooked.
Yeah, I'm with dice PB and then you are tied, and that would be cool. That would be fun.
It would be funny if we like tied to a second and milliseconds were the deciding factor. That would be a very cool race.
Didn't you hear? Like, if you go tied to the millisecond, then the tiebreaker is you do beta quest 10 shines.
Oh, no. The tiebreaker is that we do 5 green shine ILs, and the sum of the slower one is the winner. Who gets worse RNG is the winner.
Well, okay, you can do that as well. Sure, I will allow it.
We can just play RPS online and then.
Or you can do 1 crab 2 attempt each.
True, a crab 2 attempt, true. Genuinely, like a genuine coin flip for a tiebreaker.
Yeah. I mean, if you were tied to the millisecond, you might as well both be worthy to win, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Like, what's like it would be cool if one run was like decided by it's very unlikely to happen. But when we had the any % tournament last year, we were so close. Like when you were in Glitch were racing, we were so close many times to getting within the same second, or like twice I think. Once during the semis and then one through the grand finals I think. And you ended up being like I think 1 second behind him on the semis, and I remember the grand finals one, but it didn't end on the same second. Well, like so that was like kind of unfortunate. I kind of wanted to see like the same second and just faster millisecond run. So if that were to happen in this tournament at any point, that would be hilarious.
Maybe it's gonna happen in our grand final.
If I get back there.
Yeah, if you get back there. If you get runs like this, to be honest, I think you have a good shot.
I don't want to get runs like this again. I want to get like runs that like the 23:57 that I had earlier today.
Well, I also want to get a coal for Christmas. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
True.
Okay, I think we're gonna, I guess, wrap it up for today. So thank you all for watching this race, which actually started on time, like properly, fully on time. Insane.
I like to be early for my races. I started stream at like I think 40 minutes earlier than the time to start. So.
Yeah. Do you know if you're able to? Do you know if you're able to crop the timers after you've already switched to the race layout?
Not sure. I think the answer knows the answer to that.
Let me see
My
if I
guess
can.
is that maybe, but I don't think so.
Right now I'm in the race setting. I think I
would you
can.
want to stop?
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, I can.
Oh,
So for next time, I will know it. I can just go to the race layout and just start yapping and do the setup in the background. Okay.
yeah.
Either way, we will see you all on the next match, whatever that is. The next match could be April versus GameX, potentially, or
Something versus
Soic. Timothy versus Soic. That match, when it happens, is going to be a pretty good one, I think. That's going to be a potentially close match.
Yeah,
Maybe down to the second.
banger match. Yeah.
Maybe that's the same second match.
Maybe we should start spam pinging on them on Discord to schedule their race.
We should.
Hell yeah.
And we honestly, we should also spam April versus GameX because they are the ones who are like holding up more races. As in, even after they are matched, many more matches will have to happen.
Also, the GameX versus April, like 2 weeks ago, they were like, we will schedule it next week. So by next week, they meant the week that's prior to this week, if you know what I mean.
I think they forgot. We have to ping them as well.
10 days and yeah, ping everyone.
Okay, I'll do that. At everyone.
Let's go. At everyone.
Okay. Yeah, but for actually, yep. Thank you all for watching. And we will see you again when one of these races happen.
See you, everyone.
Bye.